You know that I'ma keep it cool. With you I feel like breaking rules. On the edge, looking out with no parachute. You know I'm dreaming about us two, playing around without a clue. On the edge, leaning out. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing, but guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you just leave. With us it's all or nothing. Ooh, but guess I need more of you.
Won't you join me?
Yes, join Audrey Hepburn as you've never seen her before, kicking over the traces and bringing to life Truman Capote's Breakfast at Tiffany's.
I was born in the beautiful city of Toronto, and my parents took me to Dakar, Senegal when I was 2 years old, learned to speak French, ended up in New York eventually pitching people like Richard Branson, who's my idol. But I'd lived in London and Sweden before, had a big view of the world. I traveled so young, so early to Paris, and I maintain that everyone should have a chance to travel in their life to expand their brain. So when I was 18, I got hit up for a role in film. I met Melissa Ford, Cardinal Official. These are my friends. Ended up in New York eventually in my early 20s and asked Puff Daddy for a job at his restaurant called Justin's. But we were more interested in throwing parties and who was at the restaurant instead of whether serving chicken or fish was the way. So I eventually did a lot of things. I tried real estate. I tried serving as a waitress, and then I landed in Holt, and that was a one-year MBA in Boston that took me to Shanghai, and I did my last cohort and then met Elaine, who is a rhetoric expert. She coaches for this, Minister of Sweden, for Volvo, IKEA, and she became my sister and reminded me that I was actually a publicist, having my background in film and TV, and now the business component together. So I graduated with my cohort, amazing friends I have all over the world, powerful executives. And then we created Zebra, the idea being a Fifth Avenue establishment, boutique power PR firm that hosts a lot of different artists, creatives, and entrepreneurs, CEOs, and startups, and that we place them in film and TV and magazines and print. And Women's Health magazine had come out just saying that I'm the self-sufficient diva. As a single mom at the time, the year was 2015, and I didn't have my partner, but I did have my baby and something I wanted. And I was in the process of manifesting everything in my life. My best friend Lauren became my executive assistant. You probably ran into her a few times in email. And there we were raising Kaya Bean, Kaya in Brooklyn, along with, our best friend Stefan, who's originally from Sweden. Our connection to Sweden is still so deep. And that was life for a time.
Pampies, poop in the poop. Poop it up, pampies, poop it up, poop. Poop it up, pampies, poop it up, poop. Poop it up, poop it up, poop it up, pampies.
So who do we represent at Zebra? Well, so many people. Here's Lori Tanchin from Orange is the New Black, Stefan, Octavia, Stefan and Khan. For a short film he did called Miss D. We represent so many different types. You could be creative. You could be a fashion designer. You could make pizzas for a living. You could make films for a living. We represent Blue Forest Farms, a CBD outfit based in Manhattan in Colorado. We've worked with HSN, we've worked with Whole Foods, Barnes & Noble, BAE Systems, putting together plans for how we're going to save the world. And of course, we love Barbados so very much that we host retreats there annually. Tiff was one of our folks that we'd worked for. We've put together websites for a vast number of companies, presenting them online, Strata Energy, investment firms. So much more to come. Come visit us.